For years, my life was dominated by finding and acquiring every Japanese N64 game. I succeeded, and I want to show you some of the complete in-box titles, which are actually still pretty cheap, by the way. Your man out of Japan, Jay Contra here, although there are some expensive games. But we'll get to that first. Let's open up Pilotwings 64, one of the first games to come out for the system. Great graphics, by the way. Whoo boy, what is up with her shins? Those are tiny shins. Oh no, it doesn't have the... Oh, okay, all right. So, wow, I didn't even realize this. Why would they... All right, this is very strange. So you will notice for something like Hybrid Heaven, you'll see how it has a little clear plastic caddy. I don't know what you would say. It's called an inner box in the Japanese, the Naihako or something. And they don't have it for this one. I didn't realize. Oh my god. Pilotwings is like a $5 game complete, by the way. They kept all of the inserts, though, so you can use the cannonball, gyrocopter, hang glider, rocket belt. But no inner box. Scratched up, you can tell. I'm not a big stickler for condition. I don't care that much condition. I would like my things to look nice. Mount Rushmore with a big target on it. I would like my games to look decent. Not like they just came out of a GameStop. But here we are with Pilotwings. They kept all of the inserts, but not the interior box. No sweaty hands. Don't play your N64 with sweaty hands. That's what the game's trying to tell you. How bizarre. I'm going to have to, that's going on the list. There's some of these games that I haven't opened in a long time. And so this is actually really, if you want to know what's going on with these videos, I don't know what's going on with that guy's crotch over there, but this is a form of auditing for me because a lot of these games I haven't opened up in a long time. So it's always good to see what you have. I've been in the process of cataloging everything that I have. Hybrid Heaven. What is in Hybrid Heaven? Lots of instructions. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. I completely forgot about this game. Take the fall, escape, reverse. Do we character art at all? A little bit of character art for Hybrid Heaven. Very sort of, it's sort of that weird, I don't want to call it like Evangelion, but weird like late 1990s sort of aesthetic to it. Very sci-fi-esque. Great. I mean, the artwork is great. Whichever artist worked on Hybrid Heaven, they were doing their job well. Let's put this away. Let's go to Donkey Kong. Here we've got Donkey Kong 64. This is the version that does not include the RAM expansion pack. You will need that to actually play this game. I remember I have this for the American N64, had it back when I was a kid. And I remember I got to the part where you have to beat the original Donkey Kong to move forward. I couldn't do it. I think that's actually where I stopped playing the game, is because I couldn't beat the original Donkey Kong for some reason. And I just sort of gave up. I don't know exactly why. There is a second version, I guess, of this packaging where you get the RAM expansion kit. It's one of those sort of fat packs that you see with the Japanese N64. Oh my god, they have nipple rings? Oh my god, I can't believe Rare got away with this. Putting nipple rings into a video game. Oh my god. I bet you probably couldn't see that because of just the low resolution of the N64. But when you just see it in that high resolution printed form, that's it's strange. It's interesting choice they did with this. Man, the RAM expansion pack, one of the most bizarre aspects of the Nintendo 64. Sort of really a precursor, when you think about it, to the modern era where you've got the PlayStation and the Xbox and you can upgrade the hard drive. We've got Doraemon, Nobita to Mitsuno Seirei Seki, the three mystical stones, I guess you could say. Let's see, oh boy, drop that. Let's pick that up. And then we've got the Doraemon game itself and the manual. Doraemon is a very interesting character. He's a cat from the future. You can see here he's from the 22nd century. And he's traveled into the past to help out this little nerd. I don't know exactly why. Doraemon is a massively popular anime and manga series in Japan. But outside of Japan, Doraemon just didn't take. Doraemon is sort of like Dragon Quest in that insanely popular in Japan. But outside, who knows about Doraemon outside of Japan? I mean, I didn't know about Doraemon until I actually went to Japan. Putting Doraemon over. Let's open up the second most expensive game for the Nintendo 64. It's not even that expensive. It's about $150. Which, when you compare it to expensive games for the Super Nintendo and the Famicom, very, very expensive games for those systems. Games totaling thousands of dollars. Not so for the N64. Nothing got up to be that expensive. Most expensive game's about $200 for the system. That's the Hagaki, by the way, survey card. Send in to win prizes. Bakuretsu Muteki Bangai-O. Released by Treasure in 1999, eventually ported over to the Dreamcast. That is actually what I would call to be the definitive version, because the N64 version of Bangai-O is plagued by slowdown. It's an action shooter, two-dimensional. You're in a mobile suit that can shoot rockets, shoot lasers. The only problem is that when there's too many enemies and too many projectiles on the field, the game slows to a miserable crawl. Speaking of rare and expensive games for the not Super Nintendo, the N64, the not superior system, as I have found out as I collected every game for the system, we have Akumajo Dracula. This is actually Akumajo Dracula. Mokushiroku Gaiden Legendo of Colonel. I actually don't know what they ended up calling this in the English, but this is, I think, $100 now. I think I bought it at a hard off for like $50. Sometimes you get lucky that way and you find some good deals. But this is the second 3D Castlevania game that ended up coming out for the Nintendo 64. And I don't know how I feel about 3D games for Castlevania. I am, of course, in the camp that I prefer 2D Castlevania, but I'm sure there's someone out there who likes these games. Someone bought these games, and I'm sure someone is out there hunting for them to this day. Lots of skeletons. Many, many skeletons. A Medusa, armor, whatever that is, with Queen Arukeni. Spider Lady. Okay, some people really enjoy that. But I'm sure everyone watching this is good and wholesome. So let's put away Castlevania. I do not, I kind of regret not buying the first 3D Castlevania game complete in box just to have it for the collection. I have the cartridge, of course, but Knife Edge Nose Gunner, the one N64 game that I bought new. I bought this in Tokyo at Friends for like $20. It was sold as new. What is that? Oh, this weird piece of tape they got attached to it. I want to, let's see on camera. How did this get here? What is this? I think it's just a random thing that happens. When you move your collection around a lot, you're going to get some weird things stuck to them. Yes, let's pull this out. So this should be everything that was included with a new N64 game. We have the Hagaki, which you would send to Hiroshima, to Kotobuki Systems. You have the thing that tells you not to touch your sweaty hand to the lead of the AC adapter. And you have the manual here. It's not quite a helicopter. It's not quite a jet. I really actually should play this. I've had this game for like 3 years. That's actually the truth for a bunch of these games. They're games that I've had for years, but I just never got around to playing. It's like a jet fighter, but it's also a helicopter. Don't know what it's supposed to be, but it looks cool, and I would love to play it. What I have played, and what I think is the coolest box that came out, one of the coolest, of course, Perfect Dark is going to be the coolest game box, but Super Smash Bros. Dairanto Smash Bros. Nintendo All-Star. Love what they did for the Japanese version of this game. I think the American version is kind of boring in terms of its packaging. I bought this in the town that I used to live near. It was like $20. If you want to know what's so weird about Japanese games is that back in the day, in like 2012, 2013, there was actually no difference really in the price between a complete in-box game and a game that was loose. That was how well preserved some of these games were, how easy it was to find complete in-box copies of these games, including Smash Brothers, one of the most popular games for the N64. Pull out the box and lay out links. Hisatsu waza wa 3 shurui. You've got the up and B, the B, and the down and B. And then is this going to be in comic form? No, but we get some great artwork here. I don't think anyone's thought of doing an N64 manual project. I know there's right now a Super Nintendo manual project, which is laudable. It's good that people are doing that. But there's a lot of N64 artwork. We associate the N64 with the cutting edge of 3D graphics. But let us not forget that it also has beautiful, in the manuals at least, 2D artwork. Indeed it does. So those are all of the inserts for Smash Brothers in Japan. I'm going to say it here, yes. Yes, the Japanese version is superior, at least in terms of packaging. I mean, most of the menus and stuff are in English anyways, so it's not like you need to... I mean, I would much rather buy the Japanese version of this game now if I didn't have Smash Brothers already, rather than spend like the $50, because it's not like this isn't that expensive anyways. None of these games are, I would say, truly expensive, except for Castlevania, which is just sort of what happens when you're a late print N64 game. They didn't make too many of you, and people actually want you to fill out their sets. Crazy people like myself. If you'd like to support the channel, you can head over to patreon.com/jcontra, where you will find exclusive videos as well as community polls that will determine the future of the channel. I've been your man out of Japan, Jay Contra. Thanks for watching, and mahalo.